So I'm going to talk you through the new Nikon Monarch M7 binoculars, talk to you about some of their features and benefits as well. The Nikon Monarch M7 is available in different sizes. You can get a 8x30, a 10x30, an 8x42 or a 10x42. I have here an 8x30 and I also have a 10x42. So the choice between 8 times or 10 times obviously allows you to choose a pair of binoculars that fits your needs and your desires, especially when it comes to things like wildlife and the working distances or the viewing distances that you're going to be looking at that wildlife from. The Monarch M7 range is great for people who want to observe wildlife, birds and birds in flight. It's a really good pair of binoculars for anybody who's really interested in getting out and exploring nature. These binoculars are also great from a wildlife photography point of view. I always use a pair of binoculars when I'm out shooting wildlife. I just find it much easier to use those binoculars to spot subjects in the distance or just observe a particular subject, and then I can obviously move over to my camera when I want to start shooting. The Monarch M7 range have an incredibly wide field of view. This is particularly useful for watching birds in flight. This makes it easier to keep track of them as they're flying past. All of the binoculars in the Monarch M7 range employ extra low dispersion glass. This is referred to as an ED glass element. This is a type of glass element that's used in higher end binoculars. It's also used in Nikon's own photography lenses as well. This glass element, or ED elements, are really useful at removing chromatic aberrations or color fringing. With these elements, you are going to ensure that you get true to life color when viewing through the binoculars. The Monarch M7s have a really nice, durable and rugged design. Their external rubber coating makes them comfortable to hold in all conditions and offers them that extra bit of protection when out in the field as well. Along with that durability, all of the Monarch M7s are also waterproof, so you really don't have to worry about being out in those rainy days and using them for extended periods of time in harsh weather. All of the prisms and lenses have multi-layer coatings. This multi-layer coating really helps reduce reflections. That means you get clear, sharp images. All of the binoculars in the range can also be tripod mounted. On the front of each pair of binoculars there is a removable screw that will then show you the tripod mount location, and that will then allow you to use an adapter plate to fit them to a tripod. This is really useful if you're in a sit-down hide or if you're in a fixed location for a long period of time where you want to have your binoculars tripod mounted in front of you instead of always having the weight in your hands or around your neck. This is something that I do often. When I'm shooting wildlife in a hide, I'll have my camera at the ready and I'll also have a pair of binoculars fixed to a tripod or on a hide clamp. When it comes to cleaning the binoculars, the objective lens and the eyepiece lens have an oil and water repellent coating. This just makes it so much easier to clean away things like fingerprints or droplets of water after you've used them in the rain. So in summary, the Monarch M7s are an incredibly good pair of binoculars to consider, especially if you're interested in nature, wildlife, birds in flight, and also if you're a wildlife photographer. They're a great pair of binoculars to take with you, especially if you're out shooting all day and want to use these binoculars extensively. It's just going to make your life a little bit easier. The only thing you really need to decide is what magnification is going to be right for you, and also what size and weight is going to be right for you too.